Students, this question number 1, that is finding remainder when x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1 is divided by x plus 1. This can be done by 3 methods. Many ways you can find the remainder. One thing I want to tell you is that since in the question, given question, it is not specified, that is method is not specified. Okay, so you can do this, you can find out the remainder by any of the given method. Okay, so I will first of all I will tell you all the methods by which you can find out the remainder of this question, and then I will tell you which method is the most easiest method, and in the upcoming parts of this question we will be solving by that method only. Okay, there are 3 methods by which you can find the remainder. First method is the long division method. So first we will discuss about the long division method. So this you have done in your previous classes. I think you must have done in the junior classes. So long division method, simply what we have to do, we have to write the dividend and we will be dividing it by the divisor. Over here x plus 1 is the divisor, x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1 is the dividend. Dividend is the one which is to be divided and divisor is the one by which you are dividing. So divisor will be written here and dividend will be written here. This you have done. Okay, so very simple. Now same thing which we have done in the previous questions also. X cube, that is the first term of the dividend divided by first term of divisor upon x, that is equal to coming out to be x square. This x square is multiplied by the divisor, that is x plus 1. So this x square multiplied by x will be x cube plus of x square times of 1 will be x square. So here I will be writing x cube plus of x square, and this will be, this x square will be what? The first term of the quotient polynomial. X square I have written, and x square times of x plus 1 is x cube plus of x square. Then we will do the change of sign. This plus of x cube become minus of x cube and plus of x square become minus of x square. So this term will cancel out. This x cube and x cube will cancel out. Okay, and here I will be getting plus of 3x square minus of 1. So plus of 3 minus of 1 will be plus 2x square plus of 3x plus of 1. I will be copying as such. Now first term again is 2x square here, then it is divided by the first term of the divisor, that is x. Now what we will be getting? We will be getting 2x. So this plus of 2x will be the second term of the quotient polynomial. This 2x again when multiplied by x plus 1, what we will be getting? 2x times of x will be 2x square plus of 2x times of 1 is 2x. So this will be 2x square plus of 2x. Again change of sign will take place and we will be getting plus of 2x square minus of 2x square. This term will cancel out, and plus of 3x minus of 2x we will be getting x, and this plus 1. Now x plus 1 divided by x plus 1, that is coming out to be 1 only. So 1 times of x plus 1 will be x plus 1 only. No, I don't think we need to explain that, but still I am writing here. So we will be writing the third term of the quotient polynomial, that is plus of 1, and this x plus 1. Then there will be change of sign, plus and minus, and we get 0. That means we are getting the remainder equals to 0. So we have to find out the remainder. So we have calculated the remainder of the given polynomial as 0. This is the first method. Now second method, we come to the second method. Second method is called the this is also basically based on remainder theorem. Okay, this is the remainder theorem method. By the use of method 2, it is by remainder theorem by use of division algorithm. By the use of division algorithm. This is also basically remainder and factor theorem, but here I am going to use the division algorithm. So in this method we are given up with the polynomial. Let us write the values first. Polynomial is given, px is given, that is x cube plus of 3x square plus of 3x plus of 1. Okay, and the value of this divisor, let's take divisor as gx, was given x plus 1. Okay, so this is dividend, and this was divisor. We don't know about the quotient and the remainder. Let the quotient be q and the remainder be r. Then by the division algorithm, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So in place of dividend we will be writing x cube plus of 3x square plus of 3x plus of 1. In place of divisor I will be writing x plus 1. In place of quotient we don't know the quotient, so I am writing as q, and remainder I am writing r. We have to calculate the value of r. Now how can we calculate the value of r? Look, on the right hand side we are having two terms. This is the first term, x plus 1 into q, and this is the second term, that is remainder. If we want to calculate the value of remainder, so we have to make this divisor equal to 0. And how can we make the divisor equal to 0? If we substitute the value of x as the 0 of this divisor polynomial. For first we will calculate the 0 of divisor polynomial, that is x plus 1 equals to 0, x equals to minus 1. Now if we substitute minus 1 over here, okay, if we substitute minus 1 over here, then the value of the divisor will become minus 1 plus of 1, that is equal to 0, isn't it? So this entire term becomes equal to 0, and we will get the, on the right hand side we get the value as 0 plus of remainder, that is we will be getting the remainder. Okay, and here if we substitute the value of x as minus 1, we get the value as p minus 1, that is the polynomial x at x equals to minus 1. So the remainder will be equal to p minus 1. That is what the remainder theorem says. Remainder theorem states that if a polynomial px is divided by x minus a, then the remainder will be equal to pa. So that is what we are going to do. We will be substituting, we will be putting or substituting value of x equals to minus 1 both the side. So on substituting, what we will be getting? Here we will be getting x cube, that is minus 1 cube, plus of 3 times of minus 1 square, plus of 3 times of minus 1 plus of 1, that is equal to x plus 1, that is minus 1 plus of 1 into q plus of r. So this minus 1 plus of 1 is 0, 0 times of q plus of r, that is equal to cube of minus 1 is minus 1, square of minus 1 is 1, 1 times of 3 is plus 3, and then plus 3 into minus 1 is minus 3 plus of 1. So we are getting the remainder, 0 into q is 0, 0 plus remainder is remainder, equals to minus 1 plus 3, that is plus 4 minus 4. So the remainder is equal to 0. Remainder is equal to 0. So from this method also we have got the value of remainder equals to 0. Understood? These two methods we have applied for calculating the, for doing the same question. First we have done by the long division method, second we have done by the division algorithm method, and the third method I will be showing by using of remainder theorem, and we will be doing all the other parts means of this question number 1, that is 1 2 3 4 5 by the remainder theorem, because that is the most easiest method and most convenient method also for doing the remainder theorem. And I will suggest you to do all the question by remainder theorem if there is no problem in that, because the examiner or the checker will also want you to do by that method only. But these two method also I have explained to you, because if suppose you are not able to do by remainder theorem, or you have forgot the remainder theorem, so you can apply these two methods also. Understood? Because it is better to do something rather than nothing. These are also correct, these are not wrong, but the most favorite method or most preferred method for the maths teachers who are checking the copies is the remainder theorem method. That is why I am asking you people do by the remainder theorem. But if you are not able to do by remainder theorem, then you can apply by any of these methods. So all the parts, that is part number 1 2 3 4 5, in all the 5 parts, it is impossible for me to do by all the 5 parts by all 3 methods, because it will the video become too large. So I have shown you, I don't want to make the video too big for you, it will be a problem. So I have shown one part by doing it by all the 3 methods, but all the other parts I will be doing by remainder theorem method, because it is the most preferred method also. And so please do that by that method only. Okay, we'll do, we will first of all find out the zero of the polynomial. As we know by the remainder theorem that when we take out the zero of the divisor polynomial and we substitute the value of that zero polynomial in the polynomial px, we substitute the value of the variable as the zero of the divisor polynomial, then if that is coming equal to 0, for example, what is given, the divisor polynomial is given x plus 1. So first step is that we will be finding out the zero of this divisor polynomial, that is x plus 1. How we will find out the zero? This we have done in the previous exercises, that is we will equate this divisor polynomial x plus 1 equals to 0, then this x will be equal to 0 minus of 1, that is minus 1. So minus 1 is the zero of the given divisor polynomial. So this zero of the divisor polynomial we have got as minus 1. Now what we have to do, we have by remainder theorem, we have to first find out the value of PA. Here we have got the zero of the polynomial, that means the value of A is minus 1. Remember remainder theorem? Remainder theorem states that if a polynomial px is divided by x minus a and pa is equal to 0, and we will then the remainder will be equal to pa. So we have to find out pa. So first we have to find out the 0, that is the value of a. So we have calculated the value of a, that is the 0 of the divisor polynomial, that is minus 1. Now simply we have to find out remainder. So we will be finding out PA, that is P minus 1. What is P minus 1? That is the value of the polynomial Px at x equals to minus 1. That is P minus 1. It will be equal to what? It will be equal to, we will substitute the values of x as minus 1. So x cube will become cube of minus 1, plus of 3x square will become 3 into minus 1 square, plus of 3 into minus 1 plus of 1. So cube of minus 1 is minus 1, square of minus 1 is plus 1 multiplied by 3 is plus 3, and then plus of 3 multiplied by minus of 1 will be minus of 3, and this is plus 1. So we are getting plus 3 plus 1, that is plus 4, and minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. 4 minus 4, so we are getting the value of P minus 1 equals to 0. So according to remainder theorem, the value of the remainder will be equal to PA. So here, since we have got the value of a as -1, so the remainder of the given polynomial will be 0. I hope that is clear. Now similarly, in the second part, we are given up with the divisor polynomial as x minus 1 upon 2, and the polynomial px is same, that is x cube plus of 3x square plus of 3x plus 1. So the same thing we will be doing here also. First we will be finding out the value of a, that is the 0 of the divisor polynomial, that is x minus half equals to 0, then x will be equal to 1 upon 2. Now remainder will be what? Yes, remainder will be p a, that is p 1 upon 2. Here the value of a, that is the 0 of the divisor polynomial, we have calculated as 1 by 2. So the remainder will be p 1 upon 2. So we will substitute the values of x as 1 by 2. X cube will become cube of 1 by 2 plus of 3 times of square of 1 by 2 plus of 3 times of 1 by 2 plus of 1. So 1 by 2 whole cube will be 1 upon 8 plus of 1 by 2 whole square will be 1 by 4 times of 3 will be 3 by 4 plus of 3 by 2 plus of 1. So if we take the LCM, we get the LCM as 8, and then it will be 1, 8 ones are 8, 1 into 1 is 1, plus 4 2s are 8, 2 3s are 6, plus 2 4s are 8, 4 3s are 12, plus of 8, that is coming equal to 27 upon 8. So this is the value of p1 by 2, and this is the remainder of the given polynomial. So here the remainder is 27 upon 8. Okay. Now in the third part, we are having the divisor polynomial as x. So simply we will equate the divisor polynomial x equals to 0. Okay, simply we will equate it to 0, so x will be equals to 0. Now we have to find out the value of the pa. Here the value of a will be 0, so means we have to find out p0. So p0 will be equals to cube of 0, because x will be 0, plus 3 times of square of 0 plus of 3 times of 0 plus of 1. So cube of 0 is 0, plus 0 square is 0, 0 multiplied by 3 is 0, plus 3 times of 0 is 0 plus 1. So 0 plus 0 plus 0, that is all is 0 plus 1. So p0 equals to 1. That means the remainder is equal to 1. Now again x plus pi. So divisor is given x plus pi. We will equate this to 0. So we get the value of a, that is 0 of polynomial, as minus of pi. Now we will be calculating p minus pi, that will be minus of pi whole cube plus of 3 times of minus pi whole square plus of 3 times of minus pi into plus of 1. So minus pi whole cube will be minus pi cube, and minus pi whole square will be pi square times of 3, that is 3 pi square, and minus into plus is minus 3 times of pi will be 3 pi plus of 1. Okay, so this is how you will calculate the value of remainder. So the value of remainder here will be what? Value of the remainder is minus pi cube plus of 3 pi square minus of 3 pi plus of 1. Okay, so part number 5, that is 5 plus of 2x. So here the polynomial px is given x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. So we have to first find out the 0 of the polynomial, that is we will be equating the divisor polynomial to 0. 5 plus 2x equals to 0, 2x equals to minus of 5, x equals to minus of 5 upon 2. So once we have got the value of a, that is the value of the 0 of divisor polynomial, now we can calculate for p minus of 5 upon 2. So p minus of 5 upon 2 will be x cube will be minus 5 upon 2 whole cube plus of 3x square, that is 3 times of minus 5 upon 2 whole square plus of 3 times of minus 5 upon 2 plus of 1. So it will be cube of minus 5 is minus of 125 upon cube of 2 is 8 plus 3 times of minus 5 square. Minus 5 square is minus 25 times of 3 will be that will be square of minus 5 is plus 25. 25 times of 3 is plus of 75 upon square of 2 is 4 plus, sorry, it will be minus, because plus of 3 multiplied by minus of 5 will be minus of 15 upon 2 plus 1. Now we will take the LCM. So LCM is coming out to be 8, then it will be minus 125 plus 4 2s are 8, 75 2s are 150, then 4 2 4s are 8, 4 into minus 15 is minus of 60 plus of 8. So now once we solve it, we are getting 158 plus 150 plus 8 is 158 minus of 125 plus of minus of 60 185. So it will be equal to 158 minus of 185 upon 8, that is coming equal to minus 27. So p minus 5 upon 2 is equal to minus of 27 upon 8. That is the remainder of the given polynomial. Remainder of the polynomial is minus 27 upon 8. The remainder of the polynomial will be minus 27 upon 8. Hope the concept is clear now about the remainder theorem. That is, if a polynomial is divided by px is divided by any given polynomial, that is like here x minus a. So first of all we have to find out the 0 of the divisor polynomial. That 0 of the divisor polynomial will be a. Then we have to find out the value of pa simply. So then pa will be the remainder of the given polynomial. This is how you will be doing you will be finding out the remainder of a given polynomial by remainder theorem. Okay, question number 2. Find the remainder when x cube minus x square plus of 6x minus a is divided by x minus a. So simply this is the dividend and this is the divisor. So we can write it as px equals to the dividend, that is x cube minus of ax square plus of 6x minus a, and x minus a is the divisor. So first step, what is that? Yes, very good. We will find out the 0 of the divisor polynomial, that is x minus a equals to 0, x equals to a. So now to find the remainder will be equal to pa. So pa we will be calculating, pa will be equal to, in place of x we will be substituting the value of x as a. So we will be substituting the value of x as a. So it will become x cube will become a cube minus of a times of a square, because ax square is there. So in place of x square I have written a square plus of 6 times of a, because 6x will become 6a minus of a. So a cube minus a into a square will become minus of a cube plus of 6a minus of a. So simply we can see here plus of a cube and minus of a cube will cancel out, 6a minus a. So we have got the value of pa equals to 5a. That means the remainder of the given polynomial is 5a. Now we will move to the next question. Check whether 7 plus 3x is a factor of 3x cube plus 7x. This is basically based on factor theorem. So according to factor theorem, we know that if we calculate, this is the polynomial px. First let me write what is the polynomial px here, or the dividend polynomial, that is 3x cube plus of 7x. This is the dividend polynomial, and the divisor polynomial is 7 plus 3x. So first step is we will be calculating the value of a, that is the 0 of the divisor polynomial. So 7 plus 3x equals to 0, 3x will be equals to minus of 7, x will be equal to minus of 7 upon 3. So we have got the value of a as minus 7 upon 3. Now if we want to calculate the remainder, by remainder theorem we know that the remainder of the polynomial px will be equal to pa, that is p minus 7 upon 3 in this case. Now by factor theorem we say that if the value of pa, that is in this case the value of p minus 7 upon 3 is equal to 0, then the divisor is the factor of the dividend, and if the value of pa, that is p minus 7 upon 3 is not equal to 0, then the divisor 7 plus 3x is not the factor of 3x cube plus 7x. So how first we will what we will do, we will check whether what is the remainder here. So p minus 7 upon 3 we will calculate. So 3 times of x cube will become 3 times of minus 7 upon 3 whole cube plus of 7x, that is 7 times of minus 7 upon 3. So it will be 3 times of 3 into minus 7 whole cube, that will be minus of 343 upon 3 cube is 27, plus into minus will be minus 7 sevens are 49 upon 3. So now it can be simplified further. So 3 nines are 27. So we have got the value as minus 343 upon 9 minus of 49 upon 3. On further solving we get the value as minus the LCM will be taken as 9, it will be minus 343, then minus and 3 through the 9, 3 times of 49 is 147. So we have got the value as p minus 7 upon 3 is coming out to be minus of 490 upon 9. So here we can clearly see what? We can see that the value of p minus 7 upon 3 is not equal to 0. So if it is not equal to 0, that means therefore 7 plus 3x is not the factor of px, that is 3x cube plus of 7x. Okay, so that's all. So with this we have completed the exercise 2.3. Okay, thank you class.